Oh, Paul George. Oh, Paul George. Here he is again, being the comedian that he does. You know, first he said that if there was no LeBron James, he would have won a ring with the Pacers. And now he says 82 games is too taxing. We're not robots. Am I right? I didn't know he was so funny. No one told me Paul George had become a comedian, the best comedian that post Def Comedy Jam. I never knew. People been spending too much money on old Chappelle and Cat Williams and others, and Mike Epps and some others. Where's the Paul George? How come he ain't in the passenger seat with Ice Cube in the next movie? Where this dude is hilarious. Now the NBA's been an 82 game season since I can remember. AC Green played consecutive games. He was the NBA version of Cal Ripken Jr. But somehow now Paul George comes along, who's late in the tooth in his career, and is saying it's too long, it's too taxing, we're not robots. Well, see, first of all, you only play 62 games tops, really 42 games, because I mean, I can't remember half a season you played, let alone 75%. We know that you really don't like playing much because you spend most of your time on your podcast and you have become a comedian. I didn't know how funny you were. No one ever told me that Paul PG-13 was hilarious. I mean, he is hilarious. He just be saying any old thing. And he really sounds like he's saying any old thing. I mean, this cat is hilarious. So now he's out here talking about 82 games is taxing, it's too long. What about all that money you signed for? What they sign you for? We don't even remember the last time you had a postseason memory moment that counted. Not the ones where you couldn't hit the side of the barn, but I'm talking about where you actually mattered. Where was that, Paul George? Where has that happened? What happened to your career? You know, you were supposed to be touted as the next Kobe or Vince Carter, and we don't know what happened. I mean, actually, the best of you was in Indiana because of OKC and I could love with the Clippers. I mean, now with the Sixers, I mean, like you didn't just kind of just flip, they flop, they flip, they flop, and you just become a punchline. You are a comedian. I will give you that. You are hilarious. I was told on a live stream that I just did. If you ever watch my live streams, and much shout out to everyone that participates. They told me this, and I thought it was a joke until I read it with my own eyes. I said, he really? I said, he is hilarious. Yeah, I got a buddy of mine that comes on there who's a diehard Sixer fan, and he's sick to his stomach because him and Joel Embiid then stole money, $200+ million, and you ain't gonna get $200,000 worth of play out of him. I said, yeah, but Paul George goes and takes money. He's a bounty hunter. He comes and collects, but he don't play. I don't know what this is. I mean, it's always been an 82 game season. They told you that you got to play 65 to be in the MVP consideration. Well, you ain't got to worry about. You don't measure up for that, no way. And you haven't played at that level in about, what, 10 years? Last time Paul George played at an MVP level, there was a thing called Instagram, which everybody was getting in on. So, and Snapchat was brand spanking new. It's been a long time. We don't really even look at PG like that. You know, he has delusions of grandeur and he talk crazy. Talking about, I'm not a robot. Well, they will replace the game eventually, robots, but you don't move much. Not on the court, you don't. You move your fingers in your mouth, and you are a funny turkey. I laughed. I laughed. I laughed. I gotta give Paul George his props. If nothing else, I will go see his stand-up show because he is funny. Ain't much else coming out of him these days. But I would love who his agent is because they keep finding birdie teams that keep signing him. And he basically ain't trying to play. That day ain't shipped and sailed. But he's funny. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share it if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.